Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, a.k.a. Mr. Short Dollar himself. We got an awesome show tonight. Tonight, we're talking about you thought you started a business, but you end up making a whole new job.
A whole new job.
I say again, you thought you started a business.
What?
But you end up making a whole new damn job.
There you have it.
Boy. Holla if you hear me.
Nothing like that new job
Yeah.
that you own.
I thought I was the CEO. Hell, I'm doing damn free overtime. Shit. How many of us done went down that road?
Right,
and
right.
The premise for starting, for doing this show tonight, because I've met so many people over the years that went down, and I love it, went down the road of entrepreneurship, want to start their own business. And, they have different reasons why they want to do it. And once they get down that road, they get down and they say, well, hell, this is worse than what I left. Mm-hmm. And, just depending on why you left or why you started that particular business, now you're in a situation like, man, look, this ain't too damn chill. I'm about to go back to the warehouse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hell.
It's too much shit I got to do.
Exactly, man. I'll start back there landscaping for Tony. If I got to deal with this.
Right.
But again, man, I'm super excited about having the show tonight. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother? It's Thursday.
Hey, absolutely, baby.
Yeah, some of this good info.
Hey, man, I got a good stick to it. I ain't drying out on me and everything. I bought some good ones the past couple weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I stopped back up.
I like them good sticks.
Yeah,
Bring you joy.
Got me some Maker's Mark and everything. But yeah, also, what's up to Slick 316? What's happening with your Reek?
Always in the building.
Yeah, and again, we're going back this. Well, let's talk about the show again. This is the Dollar Hour. I'm Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. We talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. We have over 400 videos on the YouTube channel. We have a grants playlist with over 150 grant opportunities for you guys to take advantage of. Also, we cover everything from business management, business operation, and business finance. We're streaming live now on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. The main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. So no matter what platform you're on, and I appreciate you tuning in, make your way to the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, and take advantage of all the great information that we have there for you and all the information we have coming down the pipe. Now listen, guys, we started talking about, starting your own business. And, I get it. Because we all usually start, I say that phase one part of it, that dream.
Right,
You know, like, look, man, you hear everybody saying, like, look, man, I've been in this place 5-some years. I need to do something to make me happy. God knows I've been there before.
Right.
I'm ready to, get off the damn plantation. If I'm going to make somebody money, I need to make money for myself. We done heard that voice and everything. I need to go somewhere where I'm appreciated. They're going to listen to me, and they're going to use my ideas. And I might well do it for my damn self.
Exactly.
I hear it. I have thought it.
Right.
I have moved on it.
Right.
And so you sit there and have all that enthusiasm, like, man, this is it, man. Talk to your people. Sometimes you try to get your tribe together. Some people believe in it. Some people don't. Mm-hmm. But what has happened, you didn't listen to nobody, listen to the naysayers. You listen to that little thing on your shoulder, and you went forward.
Right.
You got it. And you said, like, look, man, I'm tired of making this money for somebody else. I'm ready to make money for myself.
I keep making the boss rich. Mm-hmm. I got to make myself rich.
And you like, okay, cool.
Right.
And you know what's your job? You sitting there like, man, I'm dealing with supervisor being rude to me, cussing me out. I'm missing my child game. Mm-hmm. I become my own boss. I pretty much write my own schedule.
Right. I do what I want to do.
I do what the hell I want to damn do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm tired of this stuff and everything, man.
I know more than they know anyway.
Yeah, I want to go home, smoke some cigars and
drink some Maker's Mark.
Yeah, drink some Maker's
and
Mark.
Monkey Shoulder.
I didn't get some more Monkey Shoulder.
All right.
You crazy, lad. But we all had a different, people look to get those, had those aspirations of doing stuff. And again, tonight's show we're talking about, you thought you started a business, but you end up making yourself a whole new job. But we've all, you want to go down that road of entrepreneurship. So if you have done it, thinking about doing it, or currently in the process, this show is for you. So make sure you tune in. And guys, I really want you guys to get engaged, leave comments and everything. And one quick housekeeping note. If you do have any questions or anything outside of what we're talking about tonight, grants, finance, and things like that, please Hold all those questions to the end of the show. I promise you that I will answer. At the end of the show, like I always do, I'll open everything up and I answer you guys questions that you may have that's not necessarily dealing with the show topic we're dealing tonight. But again, tonight we're discussing, you thought you started a business, but you end up making yourself a whole new job. Mm-hmm. But like I said, we're in that little dreaming phase where we're like, man, I'm really looking at it, man. You done talk to folks who talk for you, and everything. And I've shared with people with my journey and with me sitting there trying to just wrestle with, being self-employed. Well, it took me almost 2 years to get my credit and finance to a point where I could, leave a job comfortably and also be able to take care of my family, knowing that, you don't necessarily have the unknown of not knowing what the business would bring to you, right?
Right.
So I did that, and when I, just start doing it and everything, you get to it, and it's cool, man. You got that beginning phase, you get that buzz. And I see it all the time, especially at the beginning of the year or the middle of the year.
Okay.
And we see it a whole lot with the PPP,
Right,
and
right.
Income tax time.
Right.
People get that cash infusion. And we're not joking when I'm being serious, right?
Right.
Those kind of like pivot points where people just want to do changes. You might move, you might start a new job, kids change schools and stuff. You might start your business up, right? So you got that buzz going, and everybody like, okay, cool. You posting on social media. I see people getting excited, folks sharing your posts, and you starting getting maybe a little active, do a live feed here and on social media. Like, okay, I see you, and that's cool, and it's real great, man. Everybody rallying around you, and you all got this energy, like, man, feeling power, like this is it. This is it. I'm in control. Yeah. And it's not that you haven't started up, done anything, gotten any true traction. But you just feel like, okay, man, look, I'm doing, it's like a sense of purpose that came over you. And you're like, man, I'm rolling in the direction of where I wanted to be. And I think that's probably one of the most exciting times of entrepreneurship. Because one thing about it, to go down that road, regardless of what level, and I know you guys remember, check out the video I did on 3 levels of entrepreneurship. If you still working your job, you kind of, got a business where, you part-time doing this and part-time doing that, or you're 100% doing it. It's scary as hell.
Yeah, it is.
Because you can have all the optimism you want that, you can do this and you can do that, but you still be wondering sometimes, if I put this money out there, am I going to make my money back? So, it's very damn frightening to step out there. So I commend anybody that can get past that fear and say, look, man, I'm finna go on and do this thing. I'm finna go on and do it. And I know with me, man, it was kind of like a euphoric state. I felt good when I was, working and had my business. But when I left, I felt very empowered.
Okay.
Kind of, just like.
Yeah. I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I felt like in the first time, how can I put? Sometimes you will go to your use that time of year you want to go ask for a raise or a promotion, and you come with all that same bullshit. Well, look, man, I've been doing this and I've been hard work. I've been coming to work on time. Can I get that little bump or something like that? And you gotta look at your supervisor, dumbass. And they say some stuff to you like,
what can you do to contribute to the company, make the company better?
Yeah, man. Well, now you get that you might get that whole real BS. Well, look, Deonte, they sorry messed my name up. Deonte, if I give you this, I'm not gonna be able to take care of the other guys.
Right.
And I'm not gonna be able to do this. And you be like, look, man, hey, I'm the accountant. I know how much money we making.
Right.
You can pay me this. Hell, you can pay me more. But I'm just asking for this. You have this whole great debate arguing with somebody that know you should be doing it, but you really just, like you really cutting yourself in half.
Right.
Because nobody really values you. And when you go down that road, you start doing stuff for yourself and making money by yourself in addition to your income, man, it's a like I said, it's a euphoric feeling like, man, cool, I got it, man. Shout out my son T. See, T done tuned in.
What's going on, T?
It was that soon to be daddy T.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fatherhood coming out.
Get your ass up in the middle of the night, son. Granddad ain't keeping them on the wheel. Yeah. Come get her, man, at 7 o'clock. Yes, sir. I appreciate tuning in, son.
You say that now.
I'm super
If
proud
it's a
of
little girl, you gonna be. I got her.
I probably buy my little granddaughter a pony and stuff.
Right.
You know, I spoil her. I look forward to it. But but yeah, man, just that whole thing about it, man, because I know that was at one point where I knew, because I started all kind of damn business over years and I made money, in addition to my regular jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And each time I felt, just like cool, man, because one thing about sense of accomplishment, but real talk, the more zeros in that damn account, the more confident and assuring, like, okay,
feel.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we always talk about getting that FU money. That
Right.
FU money, you like, look, man, I ain't got to do this damn work. I can get the hell on.
I show if I get one little piece of FU money, woo, I'm be an asshole.
Well, you know what? Even when you get the FU money give you enough courage to say FU, but
Right.
you still be scared to make a move. I ain't gonna lie.
That's true.
I had a good chunk of change in my bank account. I still was scared to leave for reasons I can't damn explain, but being scared.
Okay.
Just being honest with you. But again, we start looking at you going through that phase. You got everything started. Y'all see it all the time. Got the LLC, got my EIN, got my business bank account, and we posted all over social media. Everybody buying my cookies. Everybody buying my shirts. Everything. Man, such and such cut grass, such and such paint. Bill here, they built this for me, and all that energy going around and stuff. You're like, okay, cool, this is it. And the thing of it is that at some point, the honeymoon gonna be over.
That's true.
The honeymoon is gonna be over. I see this all the time. People come to me, especially around by this time, want to start my own tax business. Mm-hmm. Hey man, this, that, and that. I tell people, you can buy the course, guys. Check out the how to start your own tax business course. Got there. You can Google it. Go to my YouTube channel. You'll see the link to it as well. But I'll talk about that later. But people come in, I want to do this and do that. They have all kind of ways that they feel like they could do something, do it better. Mm-hmm. People go into restaurants and like, man, look, we can cook, man, shit, we can do this, and if they selling it, we can do that too.
Right.
And same thing with clubs, especially clubs and bars. Mm-hmm. Everybody they go to the club and shake their tail and get drunk, think they can own a club. Just saying.
Right.
Just saying.
I can do this better than they can.
Just feel they can do it.
All they gotta do is get one little bad service, man. If I own this place, she wouldn't be serving me like that.
Man, you get over there and like I said, the honeymoon is going on and stuff, and then it comes to the end, and what happens? Traffic started to slow down. Mm-hmm. People ain't really.
A pandemic happens.
Shit. Well, just take the pandemic out. People just ain't hey, people done bought a couple of your shirts. Mm-hmm. People done bought a couple of your cakes.
Right.
A couple folks done let you cut their grass a couple times. Then hell, they ain't got no money to let you cut no more. Mm-hmm. They said hey, man, let you come in there and paint the house. I ain't gonna do that. Then you say, hey, man, I hear it all the time. Man, I ain't did my taxes in 10 years, bro. I'm gonna get you. Cool. I ain't tripping.
Right.
But what I'm saying, that happens.
Right.
And then you like, damn, man, it was cool at first. It was hype. What the hell I'm gonna do now?
Right.
And now you sitting there just like, what in the world can I do to get that momentum or that initial feeling back? Because now what happens is you had it's like a rush coming to you. Now you got to do what? Go get that money. Mm-hmm. And that's when it get real funky.
To go get you money.
Yeah, exactly, because I tell this to people all the time. Your close family and friends, they love you and they support you, but that don't mean they want your product or service. Mm-hmm. And they're not obligated to want it.
Right.
Because what you do is what you do. Mm-hmm. And as a business owner, you have to find, the onus is on you to find have your sweet spot.
We talked about this before.
Exactly. Niches bring riches.
Right.
But a lot of times, if you're not, if you're skilled on the product or the service, and you're not skilled on the other back end, the marketing, the advertising, the finance, and the managing, those are your lifelines with your business. Mm-hmm. If you're not skilled with that, that's when you start having problems. Okay. Especially if you have not got a team together. But far too often, people don't want to get a team together because they figure I'm only making $5. If I got to get a team together and I'm only bringing home $2 or $1, I don't want to do that.
Right.
Now understanding that team will probably that 1 or 2 that you will bring with the team is bigger than the 1 you will bring by yourself.
Right.
And you got to, that's just your mentality got to be.
The team supposed to double that 5 to 15. You know, a triplet from 5 to 15. If you got 2 on the team, that's supposed to triple that, don't they?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. But experience and education gonna teach you that. And if you haven't been educated on it, and you got to go through the experience to do it, that's how you got to go through it. You just hope either way when you go through it that you can come out on the other side okay, not beat up too bad. And that's one of the things I think a lot of times people try get stuck in that funk like, man, I got to bring this momentum back. People were rocking with me at first, but I don't know what's going on. Then you see the little funky posts about, who believe in you, who your friends are. It's funny how family don't do this.
Right.
Friends don't do that. Man, go ahead on all that damn whining.
Right.
And folks are more who not doing nothing and less of the focus on who wants my stuff. Mm-hmm. Because funny as it is, there's always somebody that wants your stuff. The difficult part is what? Finding what the hell it is. Exactly.
Right.
So, just now you stuck in this little funk. You done left your job. You done had that new business on the momentum and rush and that feeling. Now you're like, man, I got to find all these ways to try to get more money coming in. Mm-hmm. You're trying all kind of stuff. You're posting this, you're posting that. You do you buy one, get one free. You might, I've seen all kind of stuff. People just try to make those TikTok videos, whatever. Nothing's wrong, but they're just trying to figure it out.
Right.
What in the hell do I need to do? I'm trying to craft these ways. I need to get it because a couple months back, I could, I'm telling folks I can't handle it. I'm blowing people off.
Right.
But now, hell, I'm calling them up and they done moved here. Yeah.
Still need that?
I told you,
it was too big. I had to get somebody else. Yeah.
But October, November coming, that tax season, we be sitting there. I be calling my phone, make sure the damn thing working. And you struggling with ideas, trying to figure out what it is, asking and all that kind of stuff. And if you're not necessarily a creative person or have any kind of marketing background, that can be very challenging. Just try to figure out what it is. And that's when all the little funky thoughts coming in, with doing it, listening to people that probably shouldn't be, the person to give you advice. To. Exactly. Right. Is giving you, information on what you need to be doing and stuff. And you start looking at it like, man, I'm knee deep in this shit and I don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. And you saying to yourself like, man, you done got to a spot you can't do nothing else. Mm. So you, at one point, you left your job to do this, or you've been moonlighting this with your job, and now you sitting there like, this shit is not fun no more.
Right.
It's not fun no more. And I really can't put a finger on it. What in the world is going on? And
it always starts out fun. That's I think the fun part is what gives you the energy. Like this is the best ever. But the problem is when that downturn happens and you thinking about what can you do every day to make it a success, that fun starts to deteriorate because all you thinking about is what I need to do to make this successful. I mean, I've tried this. So you start worrying, and you know how worry chips away at
absolutely
excitement. You know what I'm saying? It chips away at the excitement, chips away at the fun because now it's a stressful thing.
Yeah, because every reason that you stepped out there to create this particular situation, they done damn disappeared on you. Mm-hmm. And the things that you felt you had, more time for yourself, time to travel, go to your baby game. Shit, you ain't even making your baby practice.
Right.
Damn a game.
Right.
All your extra money that, when you first was like, okay, I bought your little fly outfit, your cigars, your Maker's Mark.
Right.
All that money gone. Because you try to sit here and try to do other things, other promotions, go to different other little spots, trying to get it together. You're like, this is some BS. And one thing you find out very clearly, and I share this with people when they want to become entrepreneurs, because I always look at it like this. I do a different kind of thinking. When I get approached or when I want to do a business, I look at it from the perspective of why wouldn't I do it? Mm-hmm. Not to talk me out of it, but when I look at it from why wouldn't I do this particular business, or why wouldn't I get into this venture, or why I wouldn't pick this partner, is the cons with it. Can I find solutions to mitigate it or be able to surpass it? And once you start thinking about it, you're like, yeah, it'd be okay. It may be a good idea, or it may not be a good idea, and that's where I can do it. Shout out to my boy KT, man, Curtis in New Orleans. Man, I'm telling you, this is a quick story from 2 weeks ago. I was at the 100 office, and our administrator, she told me that at the end of that building, where the headquarters at the Buggy Works, it's like a lady had like a little coffee shop.
Okay.
She didn't. They were just selling like breads and croissants and just making coffee. She like, D, you need to go check it out.
Okay.
And, like the people really was, saying, look, the lady, she retired. She left at the beginning of COVID. They would give you a full deal.
Okay.
On anybody if I want to rent it and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I'm like, cool, man. All right, man. I can get some bread and some damn coffee and put it in there and stuff like that, thinking. But, I did like I normally do. I'm going to call people that I know have experience in industry like that to holler at me and run that by him. Called my boy KT, and Keon told me, like, hey, man, first thing he said to me, he said, damn, Poochie, didn't you say you only want to deal with stuff you ain't got to deal with? So he checked. That was the first thing.
Right, check that box.
Yeah, he said it, because he used to have a club in Augusta, a sports bar in Augusta. And then he told me, he said, hey, man, son, I ain't think about it. He said, you only got a 3% markup on food. He said, you ain't selling liquor.
Right.
So this money you think you making, I don't know what the hell you think you're going to be making. Then the second thing he said about the managing people, having people in there. You got to pay folks, and you ain't paying nobody no damn $7, $8 an hour.
Not no more.
Yeah, and you in there selling bread and coffee. Doing it, even though you mark it up, you're looking at, you got to do that, cover those costs, in addition to making enough to pay rent. He said, man, then you got to be in there, you dealing with that kind of stuff. You don't know if folk will be taking, stealing, or whatever.
So you got to be in there all the time.
Man, he would give me all kind of stuff. Things that I know, but I need to hear. You know what I'm saying? And
then you got to think of the health department.
And that's what he brought that up. He said, man, because he brought up a situation where, like, a previous owner could be grandfathered in. And then the health department may have a whole new code to say, hey, look, you need to have a such and such refrigeration system or such and such cooling system set up.
That sign outside too tall. Then the state come in, the county come in and say, that sign outside too tall. Well, if the previous owner was in here for 30 years, you knew.
And he grandfathered, exactly. And now you paying $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 for something, and you're like, man, I wasn't thinking about this shit, man. I was trying to come in and make some money.
Well, he told you the truth.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. What's happening? See my man Mondre from East St. Louis and tuned in. What I got right here. Elaine B369. Hello, how you doing, young lady? Thanks for tuning in.
What's going on?
And now you need to even, he kicked it at me. He said, hey, Poochie, look, hey, big brother. Big brother, he always said, big brother.
Right.
I don't know if you want to do that.
Right.
But I needed to hear that. And that's why I called. I got the intel. And that could have been easy. He said, man, you talking all this about you trying to retire. Your ass finna be damn getting a whole new damn career.
Right.
And that's what I want to avoid. That's what I want to avoid. My ideal situation right now is, from Deonte, Mr. Short Dollar, I pretty much just want to do anything I can do. New will be, well, I don't have to be owner operator.
Right.
Touch his car wash, a laundromat.
Right.
Probably another salon suites and all that. That's pushing it, because you still got to deal with people somehow. But just really, if I ain't really got to deal with it,
right, for
the most part and everything, I'm cool.
Nah.
If I get some more properties and let the property manager deal with that, because, I think I've said it before, I ain't talked to a tenant in about 12 years. Let the property manager do that, the drawback of that. They're like, give my rent money when I get my rent money.
Right.
Like, damn, I thought you fixing stuff every week. I thought rent by $1,500. I'm getting like $400 deposit.
Right.
Well, they broke this and they had to break that. But at the end of the day, I ain't dealing with it.
Right.
So those kind of things, happening, though that would work for me. But there was a point where I called somebody that I trust their opinion, and they gave me that intel. And I think a lot of times people don't look at it like that. And like, man, I turn around and got that shop, like say, the initial stuff like I was sharing with you. Man, cool. I can go in there and sell some damn croissants and biscuits.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. But you and then when somebody talks to you, like, shit, man, I be in all damn day.
Yeah, being at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, making fresh biscuits and croissants.
If I can
you gotta find your niche.
If I can go in there unscratched,
right?
Because the way it was presented to me that, hey, That particular place has already, it isn't like I don't know if you know what the Buggy Works say. It's over there, Hayville, East Point area.
I don't know that area very well. The only place I go to is Spawn Davis.
It's not too far, but it's like a eclectic office building type area. So you got people that working and stuff. They have foot traffic there.
Oh, okay.
That probably could sustain business. But you know what I always tell you guys, don't get traffic confused with profits. So it can be one of those situations, people coming there buying their biscuits, buying their this and buying their coffee. But you steady paying payroll, you steady paying utility, you pay, like I said, that damn 3% markup on food. Like that was a good point. I ain't selling liquor.
Right.
And you can kind of craft it out and say, okay, I'm gonna have a spoken word night. I'm gonna have this and have that and all that kind of stuff, and that's cool. But on the flip side of it, going back to what I don't want, and that's to be dealing with it.
Right.
Real talk.
Big headache.
Real talk. The initiating move. My skill set is planning, fixing, and moving the chess pieces. That's what Mr. Short Dollar good at. I'm a fixer. But I don't have no energy whatsoever at this age right now to be out there managing and doing that. No,
right.
you ain't gonna see me doing that. Shit, you never.
So you work too hard to get to the point where you don't have to do it. Right.
I'm at that do what I want to do phase.
Right.
Ain't no way in the hell I'm going back to that. I ain't turning, pushing.
None of that.
No. If I do that, straight volunteer work.
But see, that's the thing. You got somebody to tell you about it, and then you didn't create yourself a new job, because that would have been a job and a headache all in one time.
Shit, that been past the damn job.
Right.
That been damn slavery.
Because then you been obsessed with trying to make it a success.
Yeah, but you know what? Another part of that too is not only you have some people, and I think I won't say everybody, but a lot of people have people that they can talk to. The key coming is what? Are you gonna be damn able to listen?
Right. Oh.
Because I done had plenty of people that came to me, OG, AD, Pooch, let me talk to you, this, that, and that. And you 3 sentences in. Well, I can do that. Well, now I got that already. Oh, but I do that. Well, what you calling me for? It's shit if you know every damn thing.
This was a waste of time.
Yeah.
My daytime
What the hell are you bothering me for? I'm about to invoice your ass.
Right.
I listen. Did he tell me what I want to hear? He didn't tell me what I want to hear for the excitement I had.
Right.
He told me what I needed to hear.
Right.
He told me what I needed to hear. Yeah, big bro.
I'm just going to throw it out here. It's up to you to catch it.
Even New Orleans, he said that quick, boy. You saying this shit, you ain't trying to work no damn more. Hey, man, you right.
Right.
You right. Sometimes, and what it is you got to be, open-minded enough to shut the hell up and listen to people. And that's what I think, another thing that catches people. Because a lot of times, this can be in business, your job, relationships. You're going to get signs that it's not a good situation. And it's all about how you want to accept that sign. If you want to put a mask on that sign and just say, that's just haters, or that's just something, I ain't going to quit, whatever. And it might just be like, no, this is not a good situation for you.
Right.
Hey, man, I go back to that story I tell all the time about that damn studio.
My favorite story.
Shit, it ain't mine. But classic example, man, I felt we had a gold mine downtown Atlanta, right off the expressway. Man, we had good equipment and everything in there, but we weren't no studio guys.
Right.
And we ended up just burning up damn money.
Like
burn up money. Because, you know what I'm saying? You go in, first of all, that ain't even my world.
That ain't your wheelhouse.
I open up the door, it ain't nothing but a weed fest.
Say nothing but smoke coming in your face.
Yeah, you know, stripping on my $1,000 table. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on in. Hey, and I get in there. Who is you? Who is you? I'm like, what the hell? Shout out to my boy Lamb.
Right.
Never do. I love my dog, but I never do business with you.
Who are you?
You tell me who is you in my shit, boy. Me and T went down there. Ooh, now I never forget that, man. Who is you? Burned up some money. But there's a classic example of I held on to it a lot longer than I should have, because I felt like, okay, you go through that whole thing of not want to be a failure, not want to do this, and not want to. People come to you and say, hey, man, what happened to your business? Well, because, sometimes people be happy for you, but people be hating on your ass, too.
Right.
Yo, yeah, man.
They be waiting for you to fail.
Yeah, you still got to, the tax bill is not really an issue. But I went through all that. You still do them little taxes. You still got that tax bill.
They hate when they say little.
The little. You still got
They
that
throwing
little
real salt when they put the word love in.
Yeah. You still got that. Oh yeah, you do. You still got that little YouTube channel. I be seeing you, boy. Yeah, you be talking some real shit. Yeah, man. Yeah. That cool, man. That cool. You doing that. And again, I don't think some people be happy for you. Some people don't give a damn. Some people waiting for you to just fall flat on your damn face.
Right.
And I've been through it all with that. But we can hang on sometimes because we don't want to be considered a failure. We don't want to be a failure to ourselves. We don't want to. We figure it's kind of like you see. What's the show? The repo shows.
Okay.
And they come and grab the car and like, no, this is my car.
Right.
My car do like this ain't your damn car right here. But if I was here, if it was your car, I wouldn't be
here. Right.
But I can imagine the feeling. Excuse me. I can imagine the feeling. You held a year or two in of paying his money.
Right.
Man, I just can't let it go like that.
It's not that easy.
I just can't let it go like that. But sometimes you be like, look, man, I'm killing myself to hold on to something. If I just let it go, I can go next level.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen that with my divorce. Trying to hold on.
Right.
Trying to make it happen. Shit.
Sometimes you just gotta let it go.
Let it go.
Right.
Shit.
It's not what they say. It's not a little TKO.
But nah, man, and that's not uncommon because again, just that they and a lot of times theoretically we can talk about certain things with business and even life and jobs, and the outside, you can buy this, you can do that, kind of like I was looking at doing like the Turo stuff about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Man, you sit there looking like, man, these folks don't give a shit about these cars.
At all.
Yeah, you sitting there, man, they tearing your car up and all this other kind of stuff. And I know some people it's working great for. Mm-hmm. But, Mr. Short Dollar, Folk don't give a damn about your car.
Not at all.
You done gave them opportunity to get a Maserati, BMW, Mercedes, and all that kind of stuff.
Rolling the wheels
off man. They downtown.
Doing donuts in the middle.
Check us out, man. Check us out. Yeah. Check it out, man. This how we ride. Yeah. You get your shit back. It smell like a big old blunt. Tires, balls, burn holes in your seat. Damn that. And again, at some point you gotta say to yourself, like, look, let me cut my losses. So we start getting certain points. Like when you start to map out, you get a little point, like, what am I gonna do?
Right.
Again, the night show is now I'm about to forget the damn show. The night show is you thought you started your business, but you end up making yourself a whole new job. Again, you thought you started a business, but you end up making yourself a whole new job. And so you start, you going through it, you're trying to figure out these ways of things, what to do with them, slow down, and you grind, and trying to figure it out, trying to make stuff happen, trying to get stuff in place. And then you say to yourself and everything, I know I'm sweating loud. I got you a little. And that's just rev in the pulpit. I just ain't got no handkerchief.
Oh, okay.
But you trying to put things, I appreciate it, brother. You trying to put things in place with your business to keep it going and stuff. And now you done hit the little point, it's decision time. Am I going to sink or swim? What are we going to do with this particular thing? And that's why I said, like, you got all this stuff going in. I done put all this money in, I can't do it. I can't go back, I can't do this and stuff like that. And you start, it's a crazy feeling. Because I can look at it, I know, like, things off the top of my head, what got me thinking about it. I know that rental house me and my buddies lost, the studio, the salon when that bad. I walked away from the salon because I really was tired, coming out of divorce with doing it. But I'm just thinking of instances where I knew I was into it. I done put money into this damn business, and I know this shit ain't working.
Right.
I know this partnership ain't working. But you like, man, whatever reason, you don't want to lose this money. You don't want folk to look at you like, damn, man, bro, I knew it.
Right.
Or sometimes people can be happy for you. You don't want to let people down.
Right. Okay.
But your ass sitting there like, shit, man. It's people. Let me tell you something, man. It's people out here working to keep the damn business open, knowing that damn business got no damn business being open.
Okay.
How about just be even with just in that salon and barbering business. You got folks that own the damn salons and barbershops, got a damn job, keeping the damn, and that's supposed to be and honestly, if you started off, with a job, you would say the salon or the barbershop should be additional stream or something coming back to you, not something you damn approaching it like it's a damn bill,
right?
And you taking your job money to keep that open. It's a lot of people doing that.
Oh, okay.
And they don't want to come to the hard point of just saying like, look, man, this shit ain't working. This shit ain't working, and I just need to move forward. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't move forward, and they lose a lot more in that damn business. Typically, what gets you to help you make that decision is something that got nothing to do with the damn business. Your health, your finances,
or your spouse,
all that kind of stuff is gonna come in, and it's gonna, your mental, all that kind of stuff come into play, and that's usually what kind of move you to doing it. And I just want people to actually, when you start getting in them kind of situations, now, again, when you start getting in them kind of situations, take a hard look at where you heading into if you continue to go down the same road to try to keep something that you know ain't supposed to be there. And that's applicable to a lot of stuff.
Right.
They can be relationships, your health, your lifestyle, a lot of stuff. And you sitting there trying to fight to hold on to something that really ain't meant, ain't doing you no damn good.
Right.
Ain't doing you no good at all. And that's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. And you got to kind of be prepared to hit that before it get pushed out, because what you don't want to have happen, you losing your damn house, you losing your family on some shit you knew it ain't working. And it happens far too often. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Is anybody tuning in?
They tuning in, but they not saying nothing.
Listen, man, listen. And I want to have this discussion today because I know there are a lot of people out there that want to go through, start their own business up and do something. Because I get it, because you called me all the damn time to say it.
Right.
So I do want to have this conversation for you guys. And it's not to talk you out or to scare you from starting your own business. But I want people to understand, when you start a business up, you don't base starting a business off every reason you should. Make sure you look at every reason you should not.
Okay. A lot of people don't do that.
And that's what you got to do, because you got to do that to give you the information to assess if it'd be a good situation for you or not.
Now, why I'm gonna start out with that negative energy, Poochie?
It ain't negative energy, it's honest energy. Because the thing you want to make sure of is that the things that could happen that could negatively affect you, could you rebound from it? Could you adjust to it? Could you combat it? And a lot of times, people, because they don't want to address it, we're going to pray on it. We're going to move on it. I be telling folks, man, look, God be sitting there like, look, dummy, I told you I had you look at Mr. Short Dollar. Mr. Short Dollar told you he had 400 videos.
Right.
But you don't want to. You don't want to listen to Mr. Short Dollar.
Well, nobody wants to talk about dying. You get what I'm saying? That's not a conversation anybody wants to have. So why would we talk about all the bad things first to discourage ourselves when there's so many great things that we can talk about now?
How many people have car insurance if the law didn't make you do it?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
How many people have,
None.
The vast majority, time nobody ain't got life insurance.
Right.
We see that with everybody selling plates as soon as you die.
But that's the point. Nobody talks about that dying now. Nobody talks about it, even though it's something that it's going to happen to us all. We can't avoid it, but nobody wants to talk about that. So why would I prepare for something that I'm not even ready to have a conversation about?
You have more videos on social media now, people selling whole life insurance, being your own bank, and buying whole life insurance policy to create wealth. You got more people talking about that than just giving damn insurance to bury your ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They selling some shit.
Well, it's easy to talk about creating wealth and being rich as part of that, but it's not easy to talk about, you're going to die, you need to get this life insurance. Those conversations are not easy to have. I mean, even me, as smart as I think I am, I really didn't have life insurance. Slick talked me into, getting life insurance and all that because preparing. But I'm just saying, those things are no conversations. You don't care how smart you are, care how, brilliant you are or how many books you read. That conversation is not a conversation. No one prepares for that.
Well, let me ask you this question. Is it hard to have or just hard to receive what people going to tell you?
Both.
Both.
It's hard to have and it's hard to receive. It's hard to have, hard to receive, and even hard to think about.
Because here's the thing about it. When we start going down that road, like, you know shit going to happen to you.
Right.
You know we're going to grow and get die. Hell, you can get you one cold can put you out the game. You know, you just sick, you'll miss a couple weeks of work. So you got to prepare for that. I agree with what you're saying. It's hard, but at some point, look, man, when people give you game about certain things, sometimes you got to shut the hell up and listen and be able to take it, because no one wants bad stuff to happen. I was just talking to one of my sons the other day. Nobody get in trouble on purpose.
Right.
You know, nobody does.
Right.
So just, I didn't mean to. No shit. But someone got to deal with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see a person might have got pissed drunk and had a wreck, but it might be somebody just had one little drink. They got a full career, totally responsible person, but they just they got a little buzz, tripped out, bam. They went out there and bumped into somebody, you know, and shit go left. Right? And it can happen to any one of us, right? And now you're in this situation, and you got to go fix all this kind of stuff, going through all kind of changes. You're like, man, I ain't no bad person and stuff like that. I just wanted the best for my business and stuff. Shit happens. And you got to sit there and say to yourself, like, look, man, this ship is sinking. Like I told you, man, with that studio, man, we can laugh about it, but I think that's a good story. I always share that with people because I really, really, really didn't want to let that go because I had so much vested in from a monetary standpoint, and I would put money I didn't have.
Right.
You know, but what I gained from that situation was a very, very painful education. You know, and since then I've never, ever got in a situation where I felt like, man, you know, I gotta have something so bad that wasn't good for me to keep. What's Slick saying? People
cheat and don't want to pay for insurance, so they put it off.
I agree. I agree. Well, you know, people being cheap, and people just really not want to be honest with themselves that they're gonna die one day.
Right.
That they're gonna get sick one day, possibly. You know what I'm saying? I got kids, man. You know, my bad, and I give a car back, dents and shit.
Right.
What the hell happened, man?
My bad, Dad.
Yeah, I ain't see that. They come out there, know damn well what it is. Well, hey, you holding that little cup. Where that? Where's Scratch at?
Right.
Mother, you see this man? And you know I wasn't there. I ain't seen that, Daddy. You sure? And the same thing with business, man, because people say all the time, man, I ain't know you had to pay for this. I didn't know you, like we just said.
Right.
You know, health department wants you this and have all that kind of stuff. Shit, do it on the front end.
Right.
That's why I called that man. I called that man because I wanted to find out, look, bro, tell me why the hell I shouldn't do this. He started dropping this and dropping that. I said, for real? And he was telling me off his pain, off his education.
Right.
We're doing it, you know, and at the end of the day, it still come to a point, because he said something to me that stopped me right there and there. This is the most important part. He said, boy, you know, we always feel we can do it because we always feel we that dude.
Right.
We that woman, we that
always.
person. Yeah, like we all had that feeling like, well, Lab couldn't do it, but Lab ain't me. And I done said that shit a lot of times.
Right.
We had that confidence in ourselves, well, this is what they did wrong, but where I did it, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
Nah. Sometimes shit just ain't gonna work.
Right.
I don't give a damn if you David Copperfield.
How much mathematics you put in?
Yeah,
it's not gonna add up.
You are not gonna make that trick happen. Real talk.
I believe.
Real talk. And I needed to hear that, most importantly, because I'm a very confident person, but sometimes I'm confident can, you know, call me do the stupid shit. You know, and he like, hey, bro, we all feel that way. And I hadn't even brought it up. I ain't say nothing about, well, he said, man, we get that way. Especially myself and people like me that have had some success. We feel like we got this dang secret sauce that always going to work. But that secret sauce just may work on them ribs. You ain't working on that chicken.
I ain't working on that chicken and punch outs.
It don't taste the same. And you sitting there saying to yourself, like, look, man, that just ain't a good situation. Because he said something like, hey, man, well, tell me why ain't nobody else hopped on it? Well, you know, nobody know about it. You're like, bullshit.
Right.
All these damn reasons you saying, man, why ain't nobody else hopped on it? You know, you thinking you special, Poochie. That's what he told me. No, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think he wasn't knocking me,
Yeah.
but he said they just dropping it on me. What
You
about
have
say?
to think about like when I used to run the shopping centers. First thing the person say, well, how long this space been vacant? And you be like, oh, it's been vacant for a year. Well, why it's been vacant so long? Why ain't nobody else took this space? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, you know, like, because technically it's in the bad areas, in the back of the shopping center, in the corner, and there's no foot traffic. You know, just little stuff like that. And then people will assess like, and they'll say, well, is it because in the corner of the shopping center there's no foot traffic back here? Like, everybody wants to be by the anchor stores where all the foot traffic is coming in. And if you can't get by the anchor stores, a lot of times people don't want to be there, but they have assessed that. They have assessed, well, how far am I from the anchor store? How far am I from the, you know, at one time we had shopping centers with Walmarts in it. Well, how far am I down from the front door of the Walmart? You know, everybody want to be by the front door of the Walmart, well, the Walmart entrance. How far am I down from there? That's, you know what I'm saying? Just, those are little things that people assess.
And sometimes if they savvy enough to do that, some people so glad they get a storefront,
Right.
and they don't do that.
Right.
I'm thinking about this about 15 years ago. The place Pseudos in Ellenwood, right at the corner of Fairfield and Panola. It was a young lady had that club. I forgot the name of it. It was like a little neighborhood bar for years. And you know, that shit was sinking. That shit was sinking, like, you know, faster than the damn Titanic. So me and my partner, shout out to my man Darryl Crawford. Me and Darryl went like, hey, you know, he came, hey D, let's go look at this spot, man. And I went and talked to the young lady, and it was like, man, it was like it looked like damn Cheers, old ass furniture. You got Mr. Charlie, Mr. Henry, they all in there flirting with her. Ain't making no damn money.
Right.
And so, how much you want? She said, I want $75,000. And I remember this vividly. Like, nah, what make you, you know, want that? She said, well, is it a good location, good spot, that big park like that, all these pros? And just at that point, I said, but you empty. You got all these pros you giving me.
Right.
Empty.
Right.
And she just like, she could have a response for that. But I don't know what the hell happened. Like, that brother that got at his Pseudos, man, that thing is electric. And Darryl came back in town, man, about 4 or 5 months ago. No, it was a year ago. Coming out of the pandemic, he's like, D, you been? I said, man, I've been up there, man. Because he had moved to North Carolina. He came back. He said, man, I can't believe because
Where is it?
Pseudos Bar and Grill, one in Ellenwood.
Okay.
It's right at the corner of Panola and Fairview in Ellenwood.
He used that corner.
Huh?
He accessed that.
But not just he accessed the corner, the place redone.
Oh, okay.
Is you know,
nice.
he had to have an architect.
Oh, okay.
Going, it's nowhere in the hell. I had no vision. You know, that is no. It wasn't there.
He had a little more cheese.
Man, yeah. He had cheddar. Because man, but it's beautiful in there, and it's exploding. But going back to that point, you had to have the right person with the right vision. But that was a classic example of the young lady that had it. She didn't have that. And me trying to acquire it, and I don't think I was damn wrong. Because she ended up, unfortunately, and it worked out for me too. Because if I would have got it, I ain't no damn ball owner. I ain't no damn ball owner. I ain't even no damn part ball owner. And so if I would have got it, I did the same shit she would have did. Lost that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'd have lost it, lost my money. Probably lost my marriage sooner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of the situations where we're doing it. So, you know, stuff work out. But also, just looking at the flip side, the right person came in and they were able to do it. You know, now again, they may be able to work certain back deals and stuff like that, as far as like with the county and stuff, because the county did say to me at that time, I think that's the cab. I don't think that's Henry, but I know they were wanting all these different things. I'm not sure that's the cab where it's cut, but right there in Stockbridge. But I think they were wanting all this kind of stuff to, you know, just to bring it up, bring that stuff with health department, code department. We're doing it because it had been there so long. It didn't have to get redone. They were asking stuff money I didn't have. We're doing it, man. But that was just a classic example of that happened on both ways. You know, it wasn't worth it on one way, one person seeing it, but then the right person coming in being able to shift it.
Right.
So that's one of the things I want people to understand. When you're looking to do that, you want to make it a good situation, because if you leaving, even if you're unhappy, you can actually create something where you're unhappier.
Oh, okay.
Because you'll feel like, okay, I'm going to be a boss, I'm going to call my own shots. And you get knee deep into it, and you're like, man, this is, like I said, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you back at the damn warehouse.
Right.
Hey, man, y'all still hiring? No, you said I could come back. You know, when I left my job, man, I left such an effed up way. I forced myself to not be able. Cause my best friend, shout out to my boy Josh Humphrey. Jay's a HR exec. And Jay told me, he's like, Poochie, make sure you do this and submit this.
Right.
Cause just in case you want to go back, man, you want to make sure it's good. I wanted to make myself so unhireable and bringing backable was gonna force me to do it, and it did.
Right.
It did. It forced me to do that. I damn sure I left in such an effed up way.
That's because you didn't want that. You didn't want that security blanket. You didn't want that soft pillow to land on.
I want all the smoke. I want all the damn smoke.
Right.
And you gotta be mentally prepared for that. You gotta be mentally prepared for it. So then when you go to, say you gotta make that decision. Say if you keep going on and you're fighting with doing it and you're able to persevere, great. But if you have to leave, you know, you have to go through that adjustment. And it's a hard mental adjustment. Because again, when that studio, me and my boy, our relationship didn't really get tainted by that. Cause I think we left out soon enough. But it's still just that whole, man, I lost this money, felt like a damn fool.
Right.
We lost that house in Decatur. Like, man, I knew better. And I did know, but I did some things I normally wouldn't do because I didn't give the proper scrutiny that I normally did because I trusted somebody.
Right.
Now, and I blame myself more over that.
Right.
Because
you knew better.
Because I knew better.
Yeah.
I knew better. Damn, that was a friend and somebody I trusted, you know, we're doing it, but I knew better than to get in that situation under those terms. But again, we go into those, we have something called intuition. And a lot of times, the intuition is really not us being scared. It's just like, that's just, you know, like saying, like, nah, bro, you might need.
Prayed about it, God said, hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it.
God call you stupid sometimes too now.
Hey,
you know?
dummy.
Yeah.
That's not for you.
Yeah. Had to listen. The man told you to subscribe.
Right. Check out them 400 videos he got.
Mr. I got it.
Right. But let me ask you a question. Like you said, I guess a little while ago, you're still not saying, because I'm thinking to myself, we think about all the reasons why we shouldn't, but that doesn't mean that we should.
No.
Okay.
The shit, when you actually read yourself shouldn't, and you get this intel to find out why you shouldn't, you're trying to find out, do you have a system? Do you have a plan? Do you have a team in place to, you know, be able to combat or either shouldn'ts?
Okay.
If you don't, you might not need to do it at that particular time. You know, because I get deals all the time like, nah, that ain't good for me. I ain't saying it's a good deal.
Right.
It ain't a good deal for Pooch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all don't know that's my nickname, so, you know, it's just, I speak third party a lot.
Right.
You know, but it ain't a good deal for me.
Okay.
And sometimes people like, man, you should have did this, you should have did that. No. People got a lot of good ideas for you to do with your money.
With your money.
Yeah, you know, I would have did this, I would have did that. Why the hell you ain't never did it for me? When I get this net straight and I get to pay all these child support, folks, I'm gonna.
It's gonna happen.
I hear you.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I hear you.
Capital is always a reason.
Shit, man, what you talking about? That stick starting to cut up on me. It's starting to cut up. But
after you done praised it, maybe it's the fan.
No, I don't think it's the fan. I don't know. This one I had a while. That might just be drying out. But
look, I got a good amber right there though.
Yeah, it ain't holding, lab. But let it go.
You spent a lot of money. Put a lot of money in that thing. Now you don't wanna.
That one I had last week was pulling, boy.
I was.
I had that damn Padron. It was pulling. But then, you know, you start going to that next phase of it. Then you sitting there saying to yourself, well, look, I had to make that tough decision. I had to go in a different direction with everything. Then you had what we call like that look back phase. You can ask yourself, what did I do wrong? If I could do things differently, what could I adjust, or what could be done differently? And we gotta be honest with ourselves. You know, I shouldn't listen to old girl.
Right.
You ladies, you know, I know he was hugging you good, but you knew he wasn't ready for no damn food truck.
Right.
And you don't start open that man food truck.
Right. He can't keep no food on the truck. He can't pass a health inspection.
He was the ultimate lover, but hell, he don't cook you food. You know what? You start thinking about it.
I saw a video the other day, today actually, and the guy was like, "Don't buy this. Go buy 100 pack of hot dogs, and then don't buy this. Go buy a hot dog cart for $890, below $800, and don't buy this. Go buy something else." He was saying, and at the end of that, he said, and make sure you apply for all the applicable laws and licenses. That's the kicker right there. The licenses and all that stuff at the end is what gets you a lot of time. Oh, I can go buy a hot dog cart for $700 and a bunch of hot dogs and buns for $1,000, but when I got to pay that $5,000 food license and you know what I'm saying, and beverage license, that's the part that gets you.
Hey, and check this out, man. What's up, man? See, my man Dewan is on that came in.
What's up, Dewan? That's the man doing everything. Congratulations on your ministry, your seminary. I see you got your seminary and your ministry license. Congratulations on that, Dewan.
Hey, man, absolutely, man, absolutely. You know, one thing about it, just to your point, or just just say you want, because there's a gazillion opportunities out there for people to be successful. You know, we joking and stuff about with the food trucks and stuff like that. Like you said, with the hot dogs. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, like, yeah, man, you say, oh boy, I'm making a killing driving them trucks, or boy, I'm making a killing selling them hot dogs. You know, do you really want to be selling hot dogs?
Right.
I don't want to be doing no damn hot dogs.
Right.
You know, real stuff, man. I really don't want to sell no damn hot dogs.
That's true.
You know, I mean, I could just sit back and get me an OnlyFans page. Yeah.
And make the same amount of money.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Long Dollar.
All right.
Yeah. For $49.99 a month, you can subscribe to Mr. Long Dollar.
and when we had the people in here who did the OnlyFans, they say you go private for a little bit more money.
Yeah, man, shit. Right. But to that's a very valid point, because a lot of times you can see opportunities, and opportunities are everywhere. But that's another phase. Man, you said, okay, I want to leave my job. I see people doing that. Do you really want to be doing that? And that's one of the things. Like I think people get money confused with happiness.
But that's what's perpetuated. Being rich is always pushed first. If you be rich, you're gonna be happy.
And I can tell you this: money do make you a lot more comfortable. But I ain't finna sit here and tell you it's just gonna make you happy. Because I don't say, it can bring you stress and all that kind of stuff. Especially somebody trying to take your money. Woo! Them divorce lawyers got dog. But real talk, man, there are things that I really don't think people want to assess with that, because you see them opportunities. And I've always said, just when I try to share stuff with, as far as me, my focus has always been what gonna make Poochie happy. And if I do what make me happy, even when I have a stretch of rough times or bad times, it fall out because I'm having fun.
Right.
We talk all the time, man. We went 2 or 3 years wasn't really thinking about monetization and money and stuff like that.
Right.
And then when it came, cool is cool, but then sometimes you get out for it, like, man, I'm out here. I didn't start this for money. Right. And I kind of, I had to bring myself back.
Right.
In regards to doing this, man. Because I enjoy running my mouth, if people haven't noticed.
Right.
But when you're trying to sit here and just do the thing that's gonna make money, kind of get off your off your square.
Right.
With that, so sometimes
that draws the fun out of it, right?
Exactly. Right. But when you got genuine enthusiasm by doing it, that usually trickle down to success. Will usually trickle down into money. But going through that, where okay, man, that really didn't work. Like I said, it's a little emotional thing you got to go through, because you got to go through that. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? If I could change stuff, what could I do it? Did I really underestimate it? Because that happens a lot. People see it, and because lab do stuff so good, people think, and I know people see that with that damn tax business. Just like, hey, man, oh man, you charge that, you can make this, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but you forgetting the part of the equation, which is me.
Right.
And some people, like, that's them because they do something pretty much so well, it looks easy, but that's what they do.
Right.
And that's their lane. You know what I'm saying?
They do it every day.
Exactly. Right. And it's a gift that some people just got that you just ain't got. You can see that there are some people that it ain't always necessarily the effort or the hard work. Some folks just got intangibles that you can't create.
That charisma. Some people just got that, can talk to anybody, can meet anybody, and just be like,
bring it in.
Bring it in.
Bring it in. And I don't give a damn what you do. You just can't compete with it, you know? So I just want people to kind of I want to have that discussion tonight, man, because, again, tonight discussion, again, you started your business, and now you end up, you left your job to start this business, and you end up making yourself a whole new damn job. Again, the premise was not to talk people out of not, going down the road of entrepreneurship or following your dreams or chasing your dreams, but more so to give you insight onto things you need to be looking for, because it may be as simple as getting another job, choosing another career.
Yeah.
Making a couple lifestyle changes that may be a little painful on the front end, but may be more beneficial in the grand scheme of things. So that's why I want to have that discussion, man, because a lot of time people just don't want to be straight up with themselves. Because like I said, man, I done been in them situations, man. Like I said, when it do something to your ass, you start spending money, and you're like, man, this is cool. You get, you hyped up, and you're like, damn, man, I done lost this money, man. Because I know, man, I ain't got no damn money to lose.
Right.
I got money to put out there to bring me some more money, but losing, I ain't got to do it.
Right.
And I feel like I'm a seasoned vet with entrepreneurship, man. But hell, bro, I can sit here and tell you, dog, like I done messed up a lot of damn money. But that goes back to, again, that what we look at, those aren't failures in life. Those are education moments. Those are moments you get experience to do that and stuff. And depending on if you have, again, the right system, place, and team in place, how you can move forward with that, man. So with that said, man, that was a great discussion. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Then what I'm going to do now is open the floor up, like I do at the end of each show. If you guys got any questions about finance, business, grants, or anything like that, the floor is open, man. So go on and shoot. We're doing it. We're going to have it open for a couple minutes. Anybody got any questions?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But those are things, man. I tell you, Lab, I make for something else, man. Hey, man. It was me and my partner, Scott, man, we the other week at a cigar spot. Knocked this out by just sitting there just talking and had some dad. Knocked it out. There's some of that with an Oban Scotch. Lord, boy, we just going through it. Good conversation, good cigars, good liquor. Every 20 and 30 minutes, some big thighs walk in and stuff. Hey. Good living, good living.
It's amazing how good them thighs look. The more deeper you get in that bottle.
They look thicker. Thicker. It make, you know what I'm saying? That look enhance your sight.
Well, while we waiting on them to ask the question, tax business courses. How we doing on them tax business courses?
Doing okay.
Okay.
But okay is okay. We need to be doing great. And what I'm going to do next week, the plan was this week. I got caught up, and I appreciate you asking. What I'm going to be doing next week, the plan was I had to get PJ moved back in the school. Shout out to PJ, my son, Chet, my second son, just dropping back off at college.
That's right.
He's a little bit under the weather today, man.
Okay.
And
I think it's the first day back jitters.
That damn PJ.
No sleeping to noon now.
All three of my younger boys, but PJ and I been them two younger ones. They catch that first couple weeks of school adjusting.
Yeah.
Man, it's been rough on them. But with that said, I'm going to do some promo videos, more so talking about it, do some live feeds to kind of let people know about the course. Okay. What I'm doing with my course doesn't teach people tax deduction, tax credits, and things like that as far as how to prepare a tax return. More so I'm selling my system. My system being from what I've crafted over the past 20 years, being in the tax business, being in the game, from the intake process to the processing where we're in the office, and even the outtake side of it. My whole marketing scheme, what I do year round to keep relationships. We know in business it's much cheaper to keep a customer than acquire a new customer.
Right.
You'd be surprised what impact a happy birthday, happy new year, and a Merry Christmas card does for people.
Right.
Or even just being linked in with your customers during the year on social media. So if they do have a birth or they have a death in the family, the impact that has reaching out to them. Sorry to hear about your loss. Congratulations on your new addition and stuff like that.
Right.
And those are the kind of things, because 21 years in, I'm doing grandkids. Those people I started with back in 03, I did their kids. Now I'm doing the grandbabies on their little summer jobs. They just start working now.
Right.
So those are the kind of things. So when you have that nut of continuous business coming in, just maintaining relationships, and that's what I'm selling with the tax business. Just with the tax course, more so the process of running that tax business, because people tell you, hey, you can make this kind of money. You're going to make money. Hell, I can go out there and sell some, we just talk about hot dogs and, and do some tacos. You can make business. Any business you do, you can make business. But staying in business. Because we know what? Everybody had a car. Everybody had a house.
Right.
Everybody had something. What the hardest thing? What? Keep that damn.
Keeping it. Right.
Right.
Retain it.
And I'm, you know, and that's the thing about it, because so many people get sold on all the good reasons to get into a situation, right? Well, why would you want to get in the business? Man, you make some money, boy. You can do that. But people never share with you the BS. Oh man, I got that truck, man. That truck broke down. Man, I had to pay $3,000 or $4,000. Man, I had to pull some money out of my son's college fund,
right?
Keep it going, and everything. What stuff can happen, but just being able to share the BS with people, right? And I try to be as transparent as possible. It's probably why I had the success I had. Because a lot of times people sell you on stuff that they ain't really did, you know. And like I said, when you done had success in life, you've had a lot of failures and setbacks, and most importantly, painful moments that you will learn from. The key is what? Learning from it,
right? And
make sure you don't have it again. And I think that's the difference between the people that can have sustained success and people that can just, you know, little pivots here and there, and they got to get out of it. You know, did you learn from the mistakes? You know, what could you do differently? You know, and just being honest with yourself to assess that didn't work for me. You know, I like selling these particular kind of cakes, but that's my favorite cake to make. Right. But that ain't what people want. Right. I was talking last night on the feed, man. I mean, man, I'm a very educated brother. I got a lot more shit to share with people than damn grants. Right. But the bulk of the money coming from what? These grant videos. Right. So at the end of the day, I can sit here and get in my feelings and keep wanting to talk about debits and credits. Right. But if people don't want to hear that right now, you know, I still can give it to them, but I know where the bulk of everything need to be coming from, right? And that's just business. That's business. And if you're not compromising yourself for doing anything that you know is not is unethical or illegal, you know, you just got to, you know, just adjust. Right. It's not what you trying to get to the customer, it's what the customer want. You know, and that's one of the biggest things. We know, man, you want to be successful in business, you just got to fix problems. That's it. Fix problems. That's it. And the more money you're going to make, you're fixing a problem that more people need to get fixed. You know, that's the thing about it. If you got a problem that some folks need, you got a solution that some folks need, you'll be okay fixing that. If you got a solution that a lot of folks going to need, going to have some success with that. That's just the key. Finding that, figuring that out. If you can do that, you'll be okay, man. But anybody... No questions or anything like that. I don't see no questions on Instagram or TikTok either, man. Wow. I guess everybody got their stuff together.
They're going to watch live tomorrow and ask questions then.
Tomorrow, and it's all good. Tomorrow, guys, look, we got another grant coming out. I forgot which one going to come out tomorrow. I know I got a whole video. You know, we've been talking about the whole recession and the economy and stuff like that. I got a video coming out tomorrow where I break down exactly what a recession is, what causes it, what usually, you know, happens during a recession, and how we can come back from an economic standpoint to come out of it. Because I know a lot of people have questions. They hear it all the time, man, we're in a recession. Right. And really don't exactly know what the hell a recession is.
What the girl said on the video? We're in a regression.
We're in a regression. Poor thing.
And a pandemonium.
I love everybody coming here. Boy, I tell you, man. Hey, man, shout out, man. Did you see the video, get off topic, the sister, where they had, it's been rampant about the young lady at the park, and the APD police officer arrested her. And then APD released the footage today. Oh, okay. They showed the whole footage, and the man gave the lady his name and badge number twice. And, you know, two things stuck with me with that video. I just want to talk about it. I was going to talk about it on Change Live. Still might go into it tomorrow. Well, two things stuck with me. I figured the officer probably could have just said, y'all get the hell out of the park that late at night.
Uh-huh.
And then the other part was the lady, the guy that was with the lady could just say, shut the hell up and just get out of here. Because I looked at it, it looked like they pulled up at the park late at night. They probably were doing some kind of rent money transaction or some school shopping transaction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that probably, that's what you doing late night at the park anyway. We trying to, at the beginning of the month, probably trying to get that rent money together, trying to get them school shoes for Junior. You know what I'm saying? Police could have pulled up and said, y'all get the hell out of here. But then the dude, he sitting there, police said, I'm going to give you a ticket because you shouldn't have been at the park. All right, sister come, why I got to do this, why I got to do that. That's when stuff went left. If I were the officer, now again, I'm not an officer, so I'm not finna just try to tell people how they need to enforce policy. Because when I seen the young lady walk back to the car, I probably been scared as hell. Because in this day and age, you don't know what people gonna do. But one thing, that boy, he ain't say nothing to her. He just he like, sir, you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to do that. He ain't tell her to stop at one time. And he probably thinking like, woo, because I can at least get I done got what I wanted. And they ain't got to get her that rent money. Or them school shopping money.
Well, he knew who he was dealing with. He knew telling her to cool it or be quiet wasn't gonna work. She was gonna snap off on him too. So you gotta know who you're dealing with. You get like, I could tell her to be quiet, but all she gonna do is snap on me too, and it's gonna make it double worse. So
she probably wasn't gonna snap on her. He probably got her off back page or something like that. And he's just like, man, I ain't think I'm gonna go left. Cause he signed his ticket quick.
He signed his ticket quick and didn't say not one word.
Now he got to get her out of jail and still buy them school shoes.
Right.
Poor fella. Shout out to everybody, man. That was interesting to see everybody, interacting and stuff like that, man. But what it goes to show is we have to be very, very careful, especially as a community, what we jump into. Not saying we need to defend our women in our community, but we got to be careful about what we jump into with our defense, because a lot of times people have you jump into them kind of conversations and you defend people to lessen your voice the next time. Be like, look, you bucked up last time saying we shouldn't have did this and you were wrong. And this time it's the same thing. So you got to be careful to get all the facts and all the information first. Just like we talking about business. Get all the intel first, before you say stuff. Because again, it pull you emotionally. You see your sister getting slung around and everything. But I knew something was funny when I just seen this dude, sir, you ain't got to do that, sir. Because if that was his girl, my girl better be getting locked up with me. He just holding the camera, sir. Don't do that, sir. You ain't got to do that, sir.
I'm getting locked up too.
Not him.
We a team.
Not him. Be like, yeah, I hadn't. He probably like, cool, man, because I hadn't even cashed out the yet.
And on that note,
what's going on? Hey, Uncle Poochie, this is Jaleel. Hey, what's happening, Jaleel? Thanks for tuning in. But man, we done had a blast tonight, man, and everything. Appreciate you tuning in, Jaleel. But man, it's been a great conversation. And again, we discussed. You left your job to start this business, and now you end up creating yourself a whole new job. So, guys, whatever you decide to do as far as going down that walk of entrepreneurship, be it part-time, full-time, or whatever, make sure you do take a great amount of time to do some due diligence and gather information in the process. And best of luck to all you guys. Be on the lookout for that how to start your own tax business course it's already out. You can look in the description section of all my videos on Mr. Short Dollar, and you'll see the link to it and give you some more information about it. But I will do live feeds next week in regards to it. But again, man, y'all be safe out there. We'll be back with Changing Lives next week. But thank you guys for all the love and support. Be safe, and I'll talk with you soon.